Good morning, traders. Today is November the 15th, 2021. This is StockCast, your pre-market show. My name is James Mason. I will be your host today, and Todd Derby is not with me. He is out on a hunting trip, so we will have to get back in touch with him later on. So let's go ahead and get into it today. As we all know, and this is not any new news at all, but we all know that Elon Musk and his brother has been selling Tesla stock. So let's take a look at Tesla overall on the daily chart to kind of just look at some levels here to see what we got going on, what we can, break down and possibly make some plays here in the future. All right, so if you guys are wondering why the old intro didn't happen today, I'll be honest, I don't know where the intro video went. It disappeared. So, all right. Here we are. We got Tesla here on the daily chart. And let's back out to the 5-minute just really quickly. So we can see just how much this is actually pulled down on the 5-minute chart. And we obviously know why. Now, if we zoom in here, this little pink line right here, this is a very important line. This is the 86 EMA. And if you guys already know, it's just, I literally just came up with it because I decided to mix the 950 and 200 EMA together and just get the average. And I'll be honest, it works, guys. It works. You should put it on your charts. So here's the 86 EMA, this pink line, and that is what we want to watch in this situation for today. So let me rip off these Bollinger Bands. Good morning, baby. Here. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I love you. So what we want to watch here is this white line. And this is more so going to be in terms of a day trade, just because Tesla is just so volatile. So Brian Latchford, thank you for the tip, sir. I appreciate it. All right. So this 86 EMA, that's what we need to watch for. We need to watch this 9 EMA crossing above it. And at least in terms for a day trade, that is when I would make my entry here. Now let's back it up to the daily chart. And we need to start drawing some supports here. So let me draw these out just really quickly. All right, I'm going to throw the Bollinger Band lines back up. All right, so drastic pullback in the market. We did have somewhat of a pullback in the market, but not much. But drastic pullback in Tesla. But today's market is pretty bullish. I mean, the Dow futures are currently up 140 points. S&P 500 futures are up 16.25 points. So I'm willing to bet that Tesla is going to have probably a little bounce right in here. A lot of times when something is very parabolic on the daily chart, or really any time frame, but the more so on a higher time frame, the more of a chance it has for it to do a bounce if it pulls back pretty quickly to this middle Bollinger Band line. I mean, we have to look. This overall momentum is still pushing up, and nothing has really turned over yet. So we are having this strong pullback right in here. We're probably going to experience a bounce right in this range. Now, currently, pre-market, we are down, but I believe that Tesla's going to go green today. We're currently at 1,000. We'll just round it up, or round it down, round it up. It's bouncing around right now. We're currently at $1,015, we'll just say. So right here, you probably can't see that little dash line, but this is where we are pre-market. So we're holding a lot of support at this point. And because this had pulled back so quickly, unless there's something tragic happens within Tesla, I don't see this thing dropping any more today, possibly tomorrow. This is why I'm saying it's a day trade. Now, this could bounce and go longer, but obviously I'm not a psychic here. I just have to read what the chart is telling me at the moment. So we're holding support here. This middle Bollinger Band line is still pointing straight up in the sky. This non-EMA will probably come down on the daily chart, bounce off that middle EMA line, and then probably the physical non-EMA line will probably at some point in the days to come start to test this upper range right around $1,113. We'll just round it up right there. So let's break this down. Actually, let's go to the 15-minute chart. So if we put it up on the 15-minute chart, we can see all of this support right here at our current value at pre-market, $1,015, right in that range. If I was going to take this into a swing trade, since I already have these values written down, and if I was going to be pretty risk adverse as much as you possibly could be with Tesla, since we all know this stock can throw up 100 points like it's nothing, or drop 100 points like it's nothing, I would probably have my stop loss in around this 986 range. And you can see right down here, maybe 985, 980, somewhere in there. You guys will just have to make that determination on your own, but I'd probably have a stop somewhere just in there, just in case something, a bottom fell out overall. I mean, obviously we're still talking 20 some points from where we're at right now, but again, Tesla can move 100 points in either direction like it's nothing. But we cannot deny the fact that we have strong support right around 1,015. So what I'm kind of taking a guess on right here, because really that's all stock trading is. I mean, you find your support and resistances, understand the direction, and just try to make your best decision off it as possible, and just wait for the market makers to ruin your plans. So my first target would be, and again, this is nothing for Tesla, my first target would be right around this 1,057 range. And then if it broke above it, 1,113. That would just be me looking at this on a shorter term time frame overall. And that is just what I see with Tesla. So that's actually what I'm going to be looking at overall. I'm probably going to day trade Tesla today with contracts. The contracts that I'll probably take, by default, I usually go out 30 days, but good Lord, Tesla premiums are expensive. So I'll probably stick to, and I'm not going to swing this, I'll probably stick to something less than 2 weeks out for expiration. That's usually not how I roll, but again, Tesla premiums are freaking expensive, and it is what it is. So that's what I see for Tesla right here. So let me run through the comments just really quickly. See, so good morning, everybody. Todd's hunting trip must be sucking if he's in the comments right now. The people hunting with Todd are probably just like, man, we ain't getting nothing. We ain't seeing no deer, because Todd's out there probably live streaming the StockCast show, scaring off all the deer. Hold on a second, just running through the comments really quickly. Let's take a look at SHOP, ticker SHOP from the comment section. It's been a while since I've looked at them, and let's see. Let's back out to the daily chart just for a moment. Wow, what a man. So last Friday on the 12th, Shopify, ticker SHOP, put up almost 180 points for the day. And man, I mean, that's just crazy bullish. It's insane. So let's go back to that 15-minute chart really quickly. Okay, so what I would expect, and I need to probably draw some support and resistance lines right here for Shopify. So we obviously have an all-time high right here. And you have to be careful trading stocks with all-time highs in either direction. And what I mean by that is you can't go all in. Actually, I mean, if I'm going to say the proper thing, you technically shouldn't really go all in on any trade. I'm obviously in a trade right now where I'm all in, but that's completely a different situation. So when looking at Shopify, and the reason why I'm saying about like going all in at an all-time high, I mean, yes, we're extremely bullish right here with this candlestick. I mean, it engulfs pretty much everything. But what we need to watch out for is with how much it had moved up on Friday, saw that momentum, and we're starting to see this thing hook over here on this 15-minute chart. And if we look at this 15-minute VWAP, I mean, we're already like trying to push beneath that. That 9 EMA is like trying to push beneath that VWAP line, this little orange line right here. So what I'm kind of expecting Shopify will probably do today is have a little bullish bounce, come up here, test all-time highs again, get rejected, and pull back. I believe it will stay somewhere within this channel between 1568 to 1675. I mean, obviously, if we do break above that at this point, that number is going to slightly adjust to whatever it creates for a new high. But overall, this channel right here is where I think we'll stay. Now, that's okay. I mean, even if you're a long-term bull here, that is okay. Because, I mean, again, we literally just posted or put up 180 points here on Friday. It's okay if it pulls back some. Now, if you were in before this run, maybe you should have a stop loss in that someplace. I'm just saying. But obviously, that's up to you. So I'm kind of expecting Shopify to stay within this channel and post up a red day today. I do believe that Shopify will pull back today, form some consolidation, but in the days to come, I'm willing to say that this thing is going to find its consolidation somewhere down here and make that push right back above and break those all-time highs. Now, we could have some kind of macro event that brings everything down, but until then, we'll just have to wait to see what happens. So short term, as in on a day trade, I'm kind of bearish leaning on Shopify, just enough to pull it back some. But a longer term, as in, and this really ain't long term, but longer term, as in like the days to come, maybe a week or two out, I am bullish. So that is what I see for ticker SHOP. Let's see what we got going on in the comments. So good morning, everybody who is tuning in. All right, we got a ticker request in the comments for ticker UMC. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, so almost 2.5 billion shares outstanding. Share short 26.82 million, roughly 1.18% of the float. Days to cover 3.4. Hold on, I'm just trying to peek through their news real quick. All right, let me go ahead and just chart this out. All right, so for ticker UMC right here on the daily chart, we have a channel between $10.81 on up to $11.71. We're currently sitting at $11.38 pre-market right here. So this one right here is just kind of like a coin toss, in my opinion. There's so many macro events taking place in the semiconductor industry, the sector, that the slightest news can either make all these companies go extremely bullish or extremely bearish. And that's what you have to watch out for when you're trading options with these types of companies right here. Now, if you're trading shares, you're a little bit more safer in the terms that you can hold shares for longer durations of time. Obviously, if something would go against you, you would just take the difference of that, that hit. But with contracts, and I'm just bringing this up about option contracts because a lot of people just seem to trade them anyways, especially new traders, and that's actually the worst thing a new trader can do. So let me hold on a second. Giovanni, thank you for the tip, sir. You're funny, man. All right. So the thing is with UMC, when we're looking at this daily chart at the moment, we have a lot of resistance right between this 1170 range to 12. A lot of resistance. Like once we start pushing up here, we're going to risk honestly getting rejected. Now, if we do break above this, I would expect it to slightly break above these highs. So, I mean, when I say breaking above it, I would expect this to kind of test this $13 range. And if we do, and if I back out on this daily chart, let's take a look at this MACD right here. So if we do break above this strong resistance between 1170 and 12, and if we go up here in time and break above 13, this would actually set up for a MACD bearish divergence. So we can look at these MACD lines right back here, and we see how high they've gotten in the past on the daily chart. Now, this is obviously me talking about something that hasn't set up yet in the future. So this is not a current setup here. Just understand that. So with these MACD lines being to these levels here, and those PPS values are just like slightly under 1260 at this point. If we break above 13 in the future, the MACD lines will be lower overall at this point with a higher PPS value. If that setup takes place in the future, then I'm gonna look to honestly start taking a short position here with puts. So right now, for me, this thing, unless if you're already in this, at this point for me, this is just a coin toss. I mean, we're within this channel. We can just bounce back and forth. I mean, we're gonna catch some very tough resistance between $11.70 and $12. So that's a critical range right here. So that is what I see for ticker UMC. So let's go ahead. We're about 8 minutes until the bell. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate you guys tuning in today. Again, the show was definitely a lot better. I wonder why. So, oh man. All right. Anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in today. Trade safe, trade smart. This is a new week. You don't want to screw it up on a Monday. So thank y'all, and we will catch y'all, or I will catch y'all in the next one.